If you're a dreamer, someone who sees more than what's in front of you, who feels a fire inside that no one else seems to understand, who's been told you can't, that your dreams are too big, too bold, too far from what's expected of you. If you've ever heard that's not for you, and felt the sting of being underestimated, unseen, or dismissed, then you need to hear how Noura proved them all wrong. Because her story isn't just about climbing a mountain, it's about rising above every voice that said she couldn't. In a tiny village shadowed by the mighty Atlas Mountains, where tradition ran deep and expectations ran narrow, 16-year-old Noura stared daily at Eagle Mountain, its jagged peak piercing the sky like a challenge, and every day she whispered, "One day, I'll reach that summit." Not for glory, not for fame, but to prove to herself that she could. But the village laughed. They saw a girl with a dream and called it foolish. Mountains aren't for girls, they said. They're for men. For the strong, for the chosen. Even her father, with tears in his eyes, begged, "Just accept your fate, stay safe, stay small." But instead of giving in, she trained, quietly, relentlessly, with no applause, no audience. At dawn, she ran the hills, her breath fogging in the cold morning air, her heart pounding with purpose. With a sack of stones on her back, each one a symbol of doubt of every no she'd ever heard. Alone, unseen, unshaken. Then came the fall, a broken leg, 2 weeks in bed, pain, frustration, silence. The kind of silence that makes you question everything. Dream crushed? Not quite. Because even in stillness her spirit moved. Her eyes stayed on the mountain. That's when Haj Omar, an old climber with weathered hands and wiser eyes, handed her a rope and a truth. Real persistence isn't never falling, it's rising every time you do. It's choosing to begin again even when it hurts. A year later, she climbed. Wind howled, rocks slipped, her muscles screamed, but her will, unbreakable. Midway up a cliff dared her to quit. Her hands trembled, her breath caught, fear whispered, "Turn back." But she remembered it's not about muscle, it's about heart, about the courage to keep going when no one's watching. And on that summit, with her village below, the wind carrying her breathless joy, she screamed, "I did it!" Not to prove them wrong, but to prove herself right. That echo? It didn't just bounce off rocks, it shook beliefs. It cracked open what was possible for every girl watching. Today Noura guides others. She leads with strength, with grace, with the quiet power of someone who's been to the edge and climbed higher. Proving that persistence doesn't just move mountains, it redefines them.